Thank you, Honor. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Autumn Jackson.
And the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
Asiah Jackson.
And did you hear what I read into the record, which was agreed to by the parties?
Yes.
And are you still in agreement with those terms only, ma'am?
Yes.
As it relates to the father, is it your understanding that he is currently employed?
I found out today.
What is your belief of his employment, ma'am?
I believe that he is employed. He usually keeps steady work. If he is unemployed, that's news to me as of today.
Right. What was your last job you knew that he was working?
He drives trucks over the road or around Texas. And he's always done that to my knowledge.
All right. If income was to be based off of his last reported employment at $15 an hour, the state will request that the father pays medical support in the amount of $59 per month. Are you in agreement to that?
No.
And can you explain to the court why you don't agree to the father paying $59 for medical support?
$59 for medical support is fine because my son is on Medicaid. I'm not paying that. I know that's going to the state. I'm okay with that portion.
As it relates to the child support, based off of the $15 an hour, the state will request that the father pays child support in the amount of $325. Would you be in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
And if the court was to find that the father is unemployed, the state has used in the alternative the minimum wage presumption and will request that the father pays $28 for medical support. Would you be in agreement to that if the court was to use minimum wage?
Yes, but will we have another appointment to revisit?
Okay, and also as it relates to child support, if the court was to determine that the father is unemployed, the state will request that child support be set at $167. Again, if the court was to find that the father is unemployed, would you be in agreement to that?
Yes.
Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court at this time?
I do believe that he is employed or freshly unemployed. As you guys saw on the record, I am not going after back child support because I am not trying to, rake him over the coals or anything like that. I think that we can start fresh, but I do want to put that on the record is that long as we're getting the amount that I just need to cover childcare costs as far as he's in daycare, that's fine. I'm okay with that, but I'm only agreeing to that because I'm not even going after him for back child support. I just want to be reasonable with that. And with driving trucks, I know that they get paid for mileage. I know he gets paid more than $15 an hour, and I'm still okay with that if that's what they have to go off of. But I do want that to be on the record.
Ma'am, do you understand that if retroactive the back child support is not ordered today, you will not be able to get that in the future?
So even if, say if he gets behind one day, I won't be able to go back and get back child support.
No, ma'am, that's not what he said.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. I don't need back child support.
Let me make sure you understand what he said. He's saying that if we don't put retroactive, that means back child support on this case at this time, you cannot come back later and ask for back child support. Any arrears that Mr. Johnson accrues, you can always ask for those, okay?
Okay.
All right, you may continue, Mr. Tatum.
All right, no further question for this party, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Johnson.
I'm sorry, could you repeat your name?
Duran Johnson.
And Mr. Johnson, you were previously ordered to take a DNA test, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And those results came back positive that you're the child's father, is that correct?
Yes.
And sir, did you hear what I read into the record, which was agreed to by the parties?
Yes.
And are you still in agreement with those terms only, sir?
Yes, sir.
As it relates to your employment, sir, are you currently employed?
No, sir.
When is your employment end, sir?
February 20th.
So less than a month ago?
All right.
And in that job, sir, you were making $15 an hour?
Yes, sir. $15 an hour and 50 cents a mile.
So on average, on a monthly basis, how much money were you taking home, sir?
Net was, I think, 32.
Your gross income, sir?
I'm sorry.
What was your gross income?
Uh, 4,000.
And why did your job end, sir?
I had another job that I was supposed to start, but they end up taking back the position after I quit my job.
All right. So do you believe that you will be returning to work in a similar position soon?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I mean, I'm applying for work. I just don't know when I will obtain work.
Okay.
At this time, I'm applying for jobs outside of trucking at this point.
And sir, did you state that your job ended because you found another job and that job did not actually start? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So to confirm, you quit your last job. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So the state has used your previously reported gross income of $4,000 per month. I'm requesting, sir, that you have the potential to earn that amount and you chose to leave your last job. And we'll request, sir, that you pay medical support in the amount of $90 per month. Would you be in agreement to that amount?
No, sir.
And given credit again for the additional 3 children, the state will request, sir, that you pay child support in the amount of $486 per month. Would you be in agreement to that amount?
No, sir.
You could explain to the court why you don't agree to pay child support based off of your previously reported income from the job that you voluntarily left?
Yes, sir. Just because I'm currently not working, I don't know what the next position that I get, whether it will be trucking or if I would just have to take the first thing that's hiring. I just don't want to be under the support that I can get behind on fairly quickly while I'm not working. It could be
And,
another month or several months.
and if it was your choosing, sir, would you request that child support be set at $0?
No, sir.
What would you request child support be set at?
Well, I know you guys have your standard or whatever minimum that you guys set for somebody that's unemployed. That's what the lady was explaining to me in the last room. Um, I even understand that she was saying what my last employment based off of that. Uh, that was okay. I was just seeing if there was anything that could be done because I'm currently not working.
Nothing further from this party, Your Honor. The state will request a ruling on the child support and medical support. Again, the state has calculated child support and medical support if it was to be based off of the prior employment from the job that the non-custodial parent voluntarily left. He does have the ability to make that amount that he reported, which was $4,000 gross. So the state will request that medical support be set at $90 and child support at $486. If it was to be based off of minimum wage, the state has calculated child support at $167 and medical support at $28.
Okay. Ms. Jackson,
Yes.
what do you think he should pay?
I am okay with 350,
It was 325.
325. That's fine.
Okay. And Mr. Johnson, you realize that the state is requesting that I set child support based upon your last employment because you voluntarily left that job. You understand?
Yes.
Even though you're saying that there were some extenuating circumstances behind you leaving the job, you thought you were going to have another job and it just didn't pan out. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm going to find that you should pay the cash medical in the amount of $59 per month beginning on April 1st, 2025, and that you should pay child support in the amount of $325 per month, also beginning on April 1st, 2025. Finding the parties to be joint managing conservators with standard visitation, and finding that Mr. Johnson should pay the court costs of this matter. Either one of you have any questions for me?
What's the court cost?
I really don't know. They'll bill you separately for it. They'll send you, Dallas County will send you a bill.
And is that something that we can do together that strictly falls on me? Is that how that goes?
Yes, sir. It strictly falls on you.
Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, in the event down the road, 6 months to a year, if anything changes with the child or employment, will I be able to set another appointment date? Should I need to?
What do you say, in the event that he's not making his payments?
So if anything changes and more is needed, would I be able to make it?
All right, let me answer that question. In the event that Mr. Johnson is not making his payments and you haven't received a payment within 2 or 3 months, you need to call back to the Attorney General's office, let them know that you're not receiving payments so that they can file a motion for enforcement against Mr. Johnson. And then there's a possibility he can go to jail for 6 months and be fined as much as $500 for not making his child support payments.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Either one of you have any additional questions for me?
No.
All right. Mr. Tatum is going to email to both of you a copy of this order. And if you have no additional questions, you can press leave and you're free to go. Thank you both. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.